Hi everyone! I wanted to start this video off with a quick apology. I know the video quality is terrible. I'm recording on the webcam on my Mac right now. This is all I have to work with, so I'm working with it. Eventually, I hope I'll get a better video camera. But for now, this is where it's at. So now that that's out of the way, I want to spend this episode, this video, talking about what this project is and sort of introducing myself. So for those of you who don't know, my name's Ashleigh. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to be 21 in less than a month. And I am currently studying art education and illustration in a little art school just north of Boston in Massachusetts. And I am gender fluid, which is kind of the whole point of this project that I'm working on. So I've had the idea for this project for a while now, Musings of a Nonbinary Mind, where I wanted to blog and sort of document my thoughts and my experiences, but also like start a webcomic to go along with it. So this is kind of like the sibling YouTube channel to my webcomic, which will be sort of the main thing. I'm hoping to update weekly. That's my goal right now. I'll probably be updating a little bit more than that, especially as I get some more free time over the summer. I just finished finals at school, so that's why it took me so long to even make the first video. But anyway, so that's me. Those are like the very, very basics. For those of you who want to know, I'm also an ENFP, a Slytherin, and Gemini. And if you're anything like me, you'll think that those things tell a lot about a person, so there you go. I'm sure you'll probably find more out about me as I kind of like document my life and things that I deal with and kind of think about day to day. Anyway, the whole point and catalyst of this project was that I sort of realized that a lot of people are very uneducated and unaware about what it means to be non-binary, and it sucks. It's a real pain. So I wanted to take this opportunity to raise awareness and to educate people, but also to let other non-binary people know that they're not alone and that someone out there has a shared experience with them. I know it was helpful to me when I was coming out and when I was kind of finding my own as a gender fluid person in the community that I'm in, that I had someone that I could look up to and sort of watch and see like how they handled things and ask them about the things that they went through, and I just found that that was really important, so I figured I would try to give that to somebody else. Hopefully this is a good way of doing that. We're gonna find out. So on that note, I wanted to take a second and talk about what non-binary and what gender fluid is, because like I said, I want this to be a teaching experience. So for those of you who don't know what it is, you're gonna learn. So non-binary is they're identities that are outside of cis-normative, like the cis-normative gender binary. So the gender binary is like man, woman, that's it. And being non-binary kind of acknowledges that, first of all, gender is not a binary. It's a big spectrum, and there's a lot going on in there that I'm sure a lot of you don't even know about. So that's what this is for. But non-binary, like I said, it's not the binary. So it's not your typical, like, here's a man, here's a woman. It's somewhere in between. gender fluidity specifically, it's kind of like you don't fall on either end of that spectrum. So for me, it kind of depends on like how I wake up feeling that day. Some days I'll feel more inclined to dress a little bit like more traditionally masculine to feel comfortable. Some days not so much. Like I said, it really kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day. And being gender fluid, like there's no universal experience for that. Everybody varies so much. So all of the things that I'm going to talk about, these are all just things that I've experienced, and it's stuff that like I think about and sort of the way that I define things. So like I said, for me, gender fluidity is like you don't follow the binary, but you also don't fall on either end of the gender spectrum. You just kind of are. And it really depends on how you wake up. And sometimes it's not even a whole day for me. Those will be the days where I like don't wear makeup at all, because sometimes I'll switch, like not necessarily hour to hour, but there'll be a couple times throughout the day where I'm like, oh, I'm feeling kind of feminine, I want to wear a dress, and then I'm like, nope, actually I don't want to do that, and that's okay. I'll talk about this more in a later video. I don't want these videos to be super, super long because I want you to be able to, like, retain the things I'm talking about. But one of the things that I did want to touch on was I am DFAB, and DFAB is designated female at birth, by the way, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term. And I often present in a femme way. So I don't usually wear a binder. I don't necessarily usually wear skirts or dresses either, but I do usually wear makeup. I do usually wear jewelry, and that's okay. I want to say right now that I think we need to squash the idea that to be androgynous is somehow synonymous with being masculine, because I feel like androgyny, when you think of androgyny, you don't ever think of someone wearing a dress or someone wearing a skirt, and everyone needs to get over that, because it's ridiculous, and I can be just as androgynous in a skirt as I can be in a button-down and jeans. So, like I said, I'll talk about that more in a later video. I just wanted to get that kind of out of the way because I'm getting kind of sick of hearing it, and I've heard a lot of people talk about like, oh, well, if you're just going to wear a dress, then why identify as gender fluid? Why not just be a woman? Which is a ludicrous question. Don't ever ask somebody that. I can wear whatever I want and I'll still have the same identity as I did before I put that thing on. That's just how it is. So pretty much this is what this whole channel is going to be about. This is what this whole project is, kind of just me like half educating. There's going to be the educational aspect, and then there's going to be me like ranting about things that drive me bananas. Because I need an outlet. These things, they are actually driving me bananas, and I need to get them out. And I know that a lot of people feel the same way, which is great, and I'm glad that we can all share this experience together and be like, what the actual hell is this society that we're living in? So anyway, I think that... Okay, well, one more thing before I conclude my video of today is that this is like a really important project to me, obviously, and it's going to be really personal. So I'm sure like some of the videos are probably going to be kind of heavy. I wanted to start a little bit lighter because I had a really rough night, and I just wanted to put us off to a good start. I wanted to do something good and feel good about it. So I'm going to be posting this and the first installment of my webcomic at the same time. My plan is to kind of like do them side by side, and here and there probably blog and like have little blurbs about what I'm feeling or experiences that I've had or things that I think are ludicrous. I'm a little more eloquent over like when I'm typing. Part of that is also that it is 5 o'clock in the morning right now, and I have not slept yet, but I had that creative, like super impulsive urge to make this right now, and I couldn't sleep until I did it. So here we are, and I'm doing it, and I'm really excited to take my makeup off and go to bed. But I'm also really excited to get this project going and to see where it goes from here. And I also wanted to add that if you have any questions or you have anything that you would like to see me talk about in these videos, that you just post in the comments and I will try to talk about them. So thank you to those of you who watched. Like I said, I'm really excited about this. It is really personal to me, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it happen. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is that you're watching this. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you next time.